Okay. So.
Okay, so you see how you got into the SIBME app and you logged in with your Google. When you went to SIBME.com, you clicked on the login with Google. That's probably the easiest way to get in. Now, when you're first looking at SIBME, you should look at each of the spaces. You can see that there's a My Workspace, there's Huddles, there's the account video library on the screen facing you, and then at the top you can see the tabs, the Workspace, the Huddle, the library, and then the people that are in it. So let's look and see, what do you have in your video account library, because you should have a video account or a practice video. And I would recommend that everybody has a practice video just so they can get a little feel for it. Good.
How did they make that practice video and put it there?
The easiest way to make a practice video is to use your cell phone and log in, download the SIBME app, then log in and just hit record, and it automatically uploads it to SIBME.
And it puts it in your video library?
Correct.
Very good.
Remember that it will use your data.
Use your data?
Yeah, so if you aren't on an unlimited data plan,
it
could use up your data.
So you want to be careful of that.
Correct.
Great.
Good. Okay, so let's go to Workspace Huddle. And you can see that we have a video in there. So before you get started, I would recommend that you take a moment and upload a video from your phone to your Workspace, and then you can name it whatever Huddle you want to name it. When you are in a Huddle with a teacher, the teacher will usually build the Huddle, and you should be able to see your name. For example, Jennifer with Ray as coach.
So that's the name of our Huddle.
That's the name of the Huddle we built, yes.
So if we were going to do a new Huddle, we would click on it, and it's a coaching Huddle because we're doing our clinical practice students.
Correct.
We give it a new name.
And I would stick with the name of the student.
And do I have to add with Ray as coach?
Nope. That was just so that when you and I were building it, we would know.
So I would just say
search
done.
the person. Now, see that where it says Huddle Participants? You're going to look for that name, type in that person's name, and see if you can come up with their email address.
Well, and he's a student, and he's not registered for SIBME.
Okay.
I just picked a student teacher. So, but if he was registered for SIBME, his name would pop up.
Yes, you're going to get those, right. When you log on those names, you're going to get that name. SIBME will have already gotten that name. And so you should be able to just click on it and it will show up. See?
There we go.
Perfect.
And then there's a new Huddle for her.
And she's the coachee, so you want to make sure you click coachee.
Okay.
And then you're done.
I don't have to do anything with the coach.
Nope, because she's not the coach, you are.
Great.
Okay, so now we've built the space that you're going to share with your student teacher. Now, anytime that they upload a video, you want to make sure that they upload a video with annotations. So, do you want to walk through how to do the annotations?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to the
practice.
Or the Huddles, because you have a video in the Huddles.
Oh, that's right.
You have my video with...
There? So I'd click on the video.
Correct. And then you can click on the one 12 seconds, 32 seconds, it doesn't matter, whichever one you want to click on. Now, you can hear the video upload, and you can start typing. Just type something.
Where do I type?
Just put your fingers on the keyboards and type a thing, and you'll see. Okay, so right here, add a comment.
Oh.
When you add a comment, it should... Okay, so...
And then you put add?
It's supposed to stop the video. Yes, so right right when you start typing, it should stop. So I like to make each of my comments with one of the bright spot, ideas, questions, or relationships, because then it will section it under that comment under that section.
So if I clicked on bright spot, it means it's a bright spot in their lesson.
Correct.
If I click on idea, it means I'm giving them an idea.
Right.
I have a question, of course, I'm just asking them something.
Right.
And relationships would be?
Relationships would be, I see that you called that student by name at this time, so you're building
a relationship.
Yes.
Okay, and then, so let's say we're just recording a meeting, so I'm just identifying, I guess that's a bright spot. And then I would say add.
And then it should go under bright spot. Now, if you'll scroll up and you see the framework,
Here.
You're going to get asked, correct? You're going to get asked, click on it. You're going to get asked to do some framework comments throughout. So the first video, you might want to use the bright spot, the idea, and then the second video, jump into the formative assessment. So in that, when you're watching it, you'll see that they did the TPE, engaging and supporting all students in learning. So if you click on that, then you will, at this point, that's where it's in the video is showing that you're engaging and supporting all students in learning.
So you would either do this down here, or you would do that up there?
So, yes.
Can you do both?
So see how it says in the white box down below?
Yep.
So now if you add a comment, that's going to go under that one, engaging and supporting all students.
Now add.
Now you'll see you'll see tags where it says you have 7 comments. If you click on the comments section, oh, it must be open.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you just continue watching throughout the video. And then you can see other things too. You can see the coaching summary, you can see the performance level, and the coaching tracker.
So coaching summary shows which of these I've put in.
Right.
Which of the TPEs I've put in.
Or the bright spots or comments.
Okay. And because I've only have one bright spot, that's
right.
Okay. And we have one comment. They have no, the coachee has one comment, the coach has 6. So that means the student teacher would only have made one comment.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Click on performance level. So here it's talking about all of these formative assessments, and you can see you've only made one comment in each, engaging and creating. You probably want to make sure you've made a comment under each of those formative assessments.
Sort of similar to when we do the old-fashioned observation form.
Correct.
Because it has all 6 levels and you're making a comment about each.
Correct. And remember that this takes that place. So students can just copy this and upload it to TaskStream. They don't have to do another one. You don't have to do another one. This is it.
Okay, so I would do at this point, 3 observations this way. So there'd be 3 videos in the huddle with that student.
Correct.
Does it collate all of those in some way?
Yeah, it does. Click on Coaching Tracker. And this is a great way to see if there's been activity on the huddle. I don't know why yours is not showing up. Oh, there we go. So you can see that we worked on this on the 24th, but Christy hasn't worked on it at all.
Right.
Because you just added
her.
Right.
Okay, and so this would be where you'd go to see if your students keeping the deadlines.
Yes, and you want to set deadlines. The best thing to do is set a deadline in your calendar, just like you're going to see them, because then your calendar will remind you that you have a video that's supposed to be coming into your email, because everything through SIBME will tell you what's coming. Remember the notifications, how we had to turn on and off notifications. That might be a good thing to show everyone as well.
Where's that?
But before we leave this page, I want to point out what's on the coaching tracker. Do you see it says no feedback, late feedback, on-time feedback, coachee comments, published observations? This is a good tool for coaches to use when they want to just make sure that their person is on track. And you can constantly give feedback back and forth.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back to Workspace. And the one thing I want everyone to know is you can't ruin this. You can't hurt it. You can't do anything. You're not going to break it. So feel free to play around. If you lose a video, your coachee will probably still have that video on their phone. So just have them re-upload it. Okay. In the Workspace, let's go to Analytics. It might be under Analytics or under Library. I'm sorry, off the top of my head, I don't remember. Okay, that's just telling us about it. So let's go to Ray. User settings. Okay, so in user settings, this is what you're going to log in under Ray Posey, or I'm sorry, R Posey. So make sure you have the right email down because it will only send to that email. So do you see how all of that in the box to the right, it's going to send you a notification. It's going to send you a notification when a document's been uploaded. It's going to send you a notification when discussions have happened. It's going to send you a notification for an invitation of notifications. It's going to send you a notification for video huddle comment notifications. It'll send you a video upload notifications. In the beginning, I would say leave them all marked so you just get a feel for what SIBME's doing, and then you'll get to that place where if you have 5 students, you only want to know when they've uploaded a video. You can change that.
Okay.
Okay, so
I guess I can click here to go back. Okay, so what's the difference as a student?
So for the student, they're going to be able to, the best thing for the student is they're going to be able to play this video, make comments on it, and then you watch the teaching for the first time and they're telling you about it as you go.
So is their screen when they make the comments will look similar to what we just did?
It looks exactly, and it stops right when they make the comment as well.
And are they supposed to try to pick the TPEs that fit as well?
No, they're just saying, I did this here.
Okay.
It's just
they're
annotating.
just explaining it.
They're just annotating the video.
Okay. And as a coach, do you have to have the huddle created for them so that they know where to put it?
Yes.
So all their responsibility is they get the video done, they move it into the huddle, and then they make comments. They watch it and make comments.
Right. And then their second responsibility is to follow up with the questions you've asked when you respond.
Okay. Great.
And I encourage students to build a 20 to 40 minute lesson. Longer than that, and it is it's hard to watch it because sometimes you are watching it 3 or 4 times.